Hello and happy Monday, or whenever you see this video. To my anointed ones and overcomers, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, you are so welcomed. Thank you for joining today. My name is Selika. I am a ministering vessel of God. Please join me and do one quick favor for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do so by hitting the thumbs up and subscribe, and let's heal and grow together. And thank you in advance for helping me grow the channel. I hope your day is going great so far, and I hope it's going to get even greater later. The principle I'm going to discuss today is the law of correspondence, the patterns of repeat, as within, so without. Observing your outer world as it mirrors your inner state. So do you wonder and ask yourself, why do I keep on going through this? Maybe you hear your mother's voice saying, because you haven't learned your lesson yet. There are lots of people that have not awakened just to the simple fact first that everything is spiritual. We are spiritual beings living and having a human experience within this earth realm to learn spiritual lessons. That this earth is our school for spiritual growth, or not. We have that choice. We are here to do the work on our inner healing to shift our outer circumstances. When we ignore, we keep facing repeated problems like toxic relationships, financial struggles. Ouch. When we are facing challenges, difficulties from our adversaries, in addition to raising our vibration that I mentioned in the previous video, what I normally would do is take some time to do some introspection, to take an account for what part I had played or what I could have done differently within a situation. So going within and revisiting it from my vantage point and from the other party's vantage point as well. I would do this on a regular basis whenever I found myself in a disagreement or whatever sorts was going on. Previously, I would ask for advice from others only from the standpoint of learning what I could have done differently, or if I needed to go back and apologize if I was wrong in a situation that I couldn't see for myself. So some would mistake this as gossip, though. I would do introspective so much till I became so fed up with the dysfunction within my family. In our case, we were raised to love one another and to look out for one another. And when we didn't, we would get in trouble. So I thought it was still the same rules throughout our lives. But I was just under an illusion that we were operating under the same principles that we were taught. I remember going to counseling just to figure out why I could not get along with my family. What was I doing wrong so I can change it? I would always become the scapegoat in any given situation. Oh, by the way, we were also raised to express ourselves with a few passionate, choice words, very colorful and very spicy. Kind of like I always say it's like Italian family. We love hard, we fight, but we love each other real hard. And look out for one another. That's the impression I was under, anyways. Um, and to be honest, I felt there was nothing wrong with me defending myself to back them up off of me from that standpoint. What I found though, every time the cycle played out, I would be called crazy, erratic, etc., and so on and so on. But never once did anyone say that I just came for them for no reasons at all. I truly felt I was defending myself and backing them up off of me. I thought I was handling the situation within our family code. Now, please do not misunderstand me. I love my family so much that I would even love them past their imperfections and frailties and defend them to any and everyone outside of our family. In other words, I can fuss and fight with them, but you better not come from my family in any way, right or wrong. That was the way I was raised. Years of repeat went on for years. I was thinking we were all on the same page. We weren't. Remember, I said I would love past their imperfection and frailties, right? That would not apply towards me. They would pick out every imperfection. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Still, hard head. I love my family and stayed in that stance for way, way too long. This was one of the reasons my counselor had stopped our sessions. My therapist felt that I should not be around my family at a particular time. I disagreed, saying, if I can't get along with my family, I can't get along with anyone. But not too long after that, our client counselor relationship ended. Needless to say, issues resumed again, only to be left standing alone year after year, being blind to the fact, I guess you could say love blind. I was still dealing with some people who did not feel the same about me. And no, we weren't on the same page, but in a whole different book written in a whole different language. I found myself bullied. They would team up and project what they had towards me. I was scapegoated, shunned, so much so that I would second guess myself on just about every situation. Oh, I forgot. I am the youngest of my mother's children. So they got a little extra respect because they were older. I thought they wouldn't lead me in the wrong way, intentionally anyways. I must mention my late two elder brothers. I must mention I never had not one argument with them throughout our whole lifespan that I can remember. Now, there may be things that were said not in each other's presence, but never an argument. Love was definitely felt and exuded between us, but not one argument while they were here on this earth. I could not say the same for my remaining siblings. Unfortunately, I had never looked at my family as narcissistic or narcissists. I didn't even know what that was. I must admit, I stayed in this cycle of repeat for way too long, just loving way too much for those who could not or would not love me back the same, who just did not have my best interests at heart and just did not mean me well. They had their own insecurities, so they would project envy, jealousy, and hatred. They had themselves. They had for themselves towards me and others who they were mad at. So I developed a motto. When and if I felt that I have done all that I can do, and I felt I have given my very best to a situation, and my best is not good enough, there is nothing left to give. Move on. So these were my patterns of repeat. As within, so without. This is something that I just wanted to share a little bit for you to not project, but to think about, pause, and reflect on something similar in your situation and whatever you may be facing. This is what is meant by doing the work and ignoring it. How long will you be stuck on repeat like a scratched album? You never get to hear the other beautiful songs. You're just stuck in one groove. So, observing my outer world as a mirror of my inner state, I had to heal and love myself as much and even more than the love I projected towards others outside of myself. Self-love. I hope what I have shared and what you have heard today has brought some value to your spirit and has helped you recognize some truths in your own lives. Please do not take my family dynamics as your own. Maybe it's not your family in your case. Maybe it's a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and God forbid, a spouse or a child. If you take anything from what you heard from this message today, show yourself the love that you are forcing on someone else who takes it for granted, and love them from a distance. And remember to make a decision to have a great day. Till the next time.